Hello, it's Larry back for another episode of Orcs Must Die. So far we have defeated the first 6 levels. It has not been perfect. As we can see, we got 5 skulls on the first 3, then we got 4, and then I really screwed up here in Runner's Alley, only got 3 skulls. In Overpass I got 4 skulls, and now we're ready to do Twin Halls. I'm definitely going to go back and try to get extra skulls on these at some point, because we will need them to upgrade. Let's go ahead and take a look at the upgrades and see if there's anything we can buy that will make things better. Probably went over this last time. The archers are the ones that I would really like to, I'd like to make them cheaper for sure. The barricades being cheaper would definitely be good. So both of these are where my next upgrades are going to lie. On the barricades or the archers for sure. But that's where we're at. So let's go ahead and go to Twin Halls. Alright, and so we've got the spring trap is a new trap that's given to us, and it basically just flings the orcs in one direction. It can be very useful in traps that have a big little void bath area, and we're going to see that in this level. So, this is the level, and
one of the oldest of the Rift fortresses. The paladins say this place is haunted. I don't know about that, but it sure could use a good dusting.
So, there's 2 hallways. There's this one, and there's one on the complete other side of this bath. 2 hallways that all go down to the same rift here in the back. So, this one leads all the way around to this rift, and then the other hallway comes here as well. So it's 2 different paths for the orcs to get there. But there's this little middle area too where they can swap sides. That's going to affect our strategy, but it's not going to be that difficult, and I'll explain why in a second. So let's go ahead and get our weapons. We're going to stick with some of our usuals. I'm going to take my acid bombs, which I really like. We're going to get the tar, the arrow walls. We'll get some archers. We definitely want a barricade. And we're going to get our friend this new spring trap, which we may use, but we may not need to. It might help us. It might help solve some timing issues, and I'll explain that in a second. But mostly what we're going to focus on is some of these other ones, which are going to do a lot of the damage that we need. Alright, so the strategy that I'm going to employ here is we want to close off one of these sides. And what you really want to do whenever you're on the level, if it is at all possible, some of the later levels this is not possible, is you want to just funnel them all to the same point. So I want them all coming down this hallway. So which means I need to put barricades over on this side. Now I can't put barricades up here because these orcs have nowhere else to go. So if you put barricades that leave the orcs with no place to go, the game doesn't let you cheat like that. It'll basically the orcs will just destroy the barricades at that point. So where you want to put the barricades is after this choke point. Yeah. So what we're going to do is put these barricades here.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Now later on, you're gonna face some enemies, and I didn't go to the enemies that we're gonna face. We're gonna face a new guy called the Orc. The Ogre, and he's gonna be one of the stronger enemies that we have to face. The enemy that's gonna make things really difficult for barricades is there are sappers, and they're like suicide bombers, and they'll come and they'll focus on your barricades or on your archers or something like that. And so it'll be much harder to completely block off an area. We don't have to worry about that though. These are going to be sturdy and they're going to do their job. So we've blocked them off, and that means they're going to come through this middle section. Now this middle section branches off into 2 different areas. But the orcs aren't going to come to the rift this area because there's no way for them to get down. They can't get down there. There's no stairs or anything like that. So what they're going to do is they're going to come straight across and then down the same hallway as the other orcs coming from this door. Which means we could put all of our traps and focus here. I could put my archers back here, my traps up here. So let's go ahead and start that. Put some tar down.
This'll hurt.
So we've got a little bit of tar down, and I'll go ahead and put an arrow wall up. We'll get some archers going later. Let's go ahead and start the level.
They're breaking through.
So they're just going to come through this door first, I believe. So let's go ahead and quickly do this. Remember, we don't want to wait too much because we lost some skulls not on timing. So we want to kill these guys as quickly as we can, so that we do not lose a skull by not finishing the level in enough time. So.
They're in the east hall.
Using the headshots. Okay. So now it's almost certainly going to be the other door they're going to come through. I think so. We'll take a look in a second. Yep. So they're about to come through here. I could have put some traps up over there. That's fine. I'll do that later. Let's go ahead and kill these guys. Just acid bomb the first few levels of these guys. And now without my acid bombs, I go over here and wait for them. Let's go ahead and build up our other traps while they take the long journey here.
They're in the west hall. A little present for you.
Right, so we've got that. Let's see, here now they're coming across the middle here. Alright, got them. Another arrow wall. Alright, they're coming back through this other hallway again. I really like these acid bombs. They're not going to be as useful later on when you're facing a lot of tougher enemies, because they won't kill all the enemies in one shot. So I'm not going to rely on them quite as much later on as I am now. But they're definitely doing the job now, and they kill enemies quickly. That's what we want. Alright, so I have a stopping point. We got a lot of coin. I don't want to spend too much time on the stopping point, but we're going to go ahead and get some archers into the game here. Do that. And then let's just put some more tar down. The slower these guys go, the better it is for our archers and our traps. So now we're going to have them coming from both hallways. Just no worry, because we just focus on this hallway first. These guys will get here, get to me first, so we kill them, and then we'll be ready for the other guys when they get there. I've got this ogre. He's a really tough guy. And then when he sees you, he'll zero in on you and come really fast after you. See, he's disoriented me. I need to get away. Okay. This is where the headshots will come in handy, because the headshots can slow him, can definitely do a lot of damage on him. So we took care of him. My archers are doing their job, they're helping out. Alright, so we took care of that pretty quickly. Put a couple more archers here.
My bow is yours.
So the ogre came from our side this time, I'm assuming. That means we're just going to have the ogre come from the other hallway. this hallway is decimated, so let's go. Where's that ogre at? There he is. Hey. Did a little bit of damage. But see that, you see how that acid bomb did very little damage to him, so it's gonna be better using these headshots. So he got through. That's not good. He got through the. That was a little dicey because he got through our tar traps. But we survived. Some more tar. Just to slow them up a little bit more. Now these stupid crossbow guys that can't catch me off guard, and as we saw happen in one of the earlier levels, I got killed and it cost me some skulls. So I've got to see now they've got their aim on me. And I've got to go heal up. Okay, that's good. My traps are taking care of business, which is good. And the acid bombs are particularly useful in areas like this where it just bunches them all up. So it just does a lot of damage at once. Alright, so we've got some time. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to put some archers over here, because they can help take care of some guys on this side. They're going to be safe behind this barricade, and that'll help thin out the ranks. So we'll leave them over there, and they'll at least do some damage as those guys are running down that way. And then we'll put another arrow wall here.
Sometimes I almost feel bad.
And 2 more archers.
Except, not really.
And let's get going. Alright. Let's kill these idiots as quickly as we can. I don't like you. I don't like you. You're very irritating. Dead. And you're dead. Oops. Alright, so we've got that side. So focus on the guys over here, coming from the other side. They're all bunched up. So my archers did a pretty good job. There weren't that many of them that made it over here. That's pretty good. So let's go ahead and reward them. Well, a couple more over there. This little barrel is a boom barrel, so if I shoot it, see it just blew up and it killed a lot of them. Okay, just in time.
Clean up on aisle 3. Good times, good times.
Still alive. Just didn't lose much damage here. A lot of them made it through. Did any of my archers die? No, they're pretty good. Looks like good. Oh, see that boom barrel's in the way. I was gonna put some tar down over there, but let's just play it safe. And just put more protection over here. And more archers over here. And another thing that'll come in handy here is the stun. If I right click, I could stun, so I stun that ogre there. That'll slow him up a little bit, and we should be able to get him. Yeah, he's done. Alright, so now let's just get these other guys. They're all bunched up, and they're not gonna fare much better. So I get some energy, got acid bomb. Take a lot of them at once. Alright, and we beat the level. Did we get our 5 skulls? Outstanding. All 5 skulls. So we can go back and look. Oh, it was 17 minutes. We were way ahead of time there, so that worked pretty well. So, the full 5 skulls. I think I'm going to go ahead and buy some upgrades, though. Question is, do we want it to be the barricades or our archers? Archers cost more, but I'm going to buy a lot more archers than I will buy barricades. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the archers. And now they should cost 500 instead of 600. Alright, so we've upgraded our archers, and now we're ready to continue to the next level. Our new trap that we get is the wall blades. Those are pretty good, and they're very, very gory to see in action. I actually prefer the grinders. We'll see those come in play later. But let's take a look at our next level.
I once asked the old man what would happen if the orcs made it through the rifts into our world. He got all gloomy-faced and said, "Step out into their shattered, dead world beyond the fortress gates, and you will know." So, yeah. Could have just said it'd be bad.
So, this is a very interesting level. So they're going to come from 2 different locations. This main little bridge they're going to come through. And then our rift is back here through these doors. That's one area they're going to come from. The other area is way down here at the bottom here. They're going to run all the way across and up these stairs. And then, so the problem that we run into is we've got 2 different doors that they can go through. So these guys can go through 2 different doors. So can these guys. Well, these guys are most likely going to come through this door, but actually it shows, yeah, these guys are going to come through this door, and then these guys are going to come through this door. So this is going to be a tricky level to figure out here. But what I'm going to do, so let's go ahead and do our loadout. We've got these kobold runners again, which I do not like. Very fast guys, so we definitely want to use our archers to take care of them. So we're going to use our acid bombs, tar trap, arrow walls. We definitely need the barricades here. We need our archers. And we can find a spot for these wall blades. They might be able to do some damage. Alright, so that's how we're going to start it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put our barricades right here, because that's going to force now everybody to come down this hallway. They're going to have to come through here. And I may need to, at some point, yeah, it might make sense to, at some point, barricade over here just to force them a longer path to get all the way around to the center. Don't know if I need to do that just yet. So they're going to come in, they're going to come through this door. And then I could barricade this, and then I could fight them in this hallway. That's not going to take too much time, though. I really would like to try to fight them in this hallway, so we're going to try this at first. I also have this little ledge here where I could put some archers to shoot at these guys running through the halls. So we'll start with this, and I think, yeah, let's go ahead and put our tar traps down here.
Sometimes I almost feel bad for the orcs, except not really. That's gonna leave a mark.
Well, let's just start our archers here. Put our archers up against this wall.
Show me the tokens. Ready to do your bidding.
Alright. I'm not sure about this loadout, but we're going to see what's going to happen. Try to take care of these guys as quickly as I can. Alright. That was pretty quick, so we got a little bit of extra money. Let's go ahead and arrow all those areas. So they're coming through here again. And it's the dumb crossbow guys. Let's take care of them quickly. Alright, got them. Get another archer.
Down below. Here they come.
Another arrow wall. Probably should need to put some more tar up here. So those guys are now coming. They're not coming from both areas, are they? Let's see. Yeah, nobody's coming from there. So these guys are going to take their long journey. Take care of them.
Winning! Oh yeah!
Interestingly, what happened? Oh, I didn't even. Did I not even put these up? That was dumb. I don't have enough money. That was dumb. I swear I put those up. I'm glad that I noticed that on that level and it didn't do any damage. So we'll take care of this acid wall. Go ahead and block that off. Yeah, that could have been a catastrophic error, but we survived. Let's put some more tar up, which is what we wanted to do anyways. Right now we're coming from both areas. Luckily it should be spread out a little bit, because they're going to get here first. And now we force them all into the same area. Take that, take that. Alright. think as you see, like our times, these levels are longer and longer, so I think this is going to be a 2-level episode here. It's already at 25 minutes, and we still have a decent amount of time left in this level. Alright, so we were able to take care of them, so our funneling them into this area is working. Go ahead and get our arrow wall up here. Some more tar. Actually, we don't need to, yeah, let's put another, let's get another archer. The only question is, I'm not sure how I'm going to be doing on timing. We had 17 minutes on that last level, which clearly did need. But waiting for these guys to run that long journey all the way up here could be problematic, so. Probably utilize some other traps in a second here. I can shoot that chandelier and it will fall on top of them. The little archers just to hassle them as they take that long journey. They're all bunched up. If I can get some energy here. Yeah. A bunch of you guys spot it. Oh, alright, let's go ahead and heal real quick. My life bar was going down a little bit. Take an unnecessary death. Alright. So we're doing pretty good now. Now what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and put our wall blades into use. So we can put them here. And you see it'll show how far they'll stick out. See, I can't, there's not really going to be any use here. So I put them on this wall. They're not going to run into those. Yeah. It's not going to reach out far enough. So I want to thin these guys.
Step right this way, Mr. Orc. This will be good.
So it'll get most of them.
Right there, that's the spot. I like this one.
So we'll mess with those guys a little bit, and I'll put another archer over here.
Show me the time.
Another archer over here.
Give me a direction.
So I could put some marchers back here too, which would probably be a good idea.
Oh yeah!
Alright. No! No. Stay away from me. You're dead, you're dead, you're dead. So if we can catch. Yeah, see that? Just chop that guy up. It's pretty graphic. Oh, we got a little ogre here. Oh, no, don't kill me. Alright, we took care of him. That was good. that, and just to give them more time to shoot. Put some more tar up there. So these guys we gotta watch out for. These guys, those little kobolds are really irritating. There, we stunned him, and now we shoot him. Oops, he got me. He's a tough guy. Stun him again, and he's done. Alright, those ogres can be a nuisance. My archers are doing pretty good over here. Let's put another one here. And make this a really good killing point. This is going to be our last wave, so hopefully we haven't taken too much time killing these guys. Because other than that, everything's gone pretty smoothly. So those axe choppers did pretty good damage to the orc. And there we go. Alright. So that went pretty smoothly. Let's see how much time that took. Are we going to get our 5 skulls? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Alright, so after a little trouble that I ran into on the previous episode of levels, we got 5 skulls on both of these. Let's see how much we beat it by. So we only had 13 minutes on this one, and we did it in 11 minutes, so we did pretty good there. And that's gonna be it for today's episode of Orcs Must Die. I will see you again later. Once again, please leave me any feedback in the comments. Let me know what you think if you have any questions, and I will see you next time. Bye.